So we are about to start another press conference. We would like to congratulate world champion Magnus Carlsen on his victory. And we have also the chairman of organizing committee and Deputy Prime Minister Rd11 with us. So please take your seats. We would like to start the press conference. Okay, please. Okay. So Magnus, how do you feel now? The match is over.
Happy and relieved. So it was a tough match almost from the start. And today was one of the toughest days of all, but so happy I managed to pull through.
Can you tell us about this last game, and did you have feeling actually it's gonna be the last day of the match today?
A little bit, yes. Of course, I didn't particularly want to come back for a 12th game with black, and it was a little bit more complicated than our previous games in which I had been white. This day there was a real struggle. I had the initiative, but he created counter chances, but eventually I handled the complications better than him and gained the nudge.
Yes. Okay. Speaking about this critical moment before, what did you feel when he played this move? How did you estimate the position?
In general, I'm a believer in material, so I like to grab it instead of giving it up. So I was fairly happy when he played that move, since I thought that he shouldn't have enough compensation. And I thought after other moves he should be doing fine. So I was pretty relieved about that. And also, I was happy to find this plan with knight h5.
And f4.
F4 and kicking his bishop from e6, because that's really what's causing me a lot of problems. I mean, once his bishop goes from e6, I can invade with a rook, and then it's very difficult for him.
Yeah. So I would like to ask the last question, then I will give a floor to journalists. What can you say in general about the organization? Are you happy to be in Russia, in Sochi? Was everything fine during the match?
Yes, I'm happy with everything. My team and I have been treated really well. So everything's fine.
Okay, so please, questions.
Magnus, how satisfied are you about your play in today's game?
It's hard to say. I think perhaps I didn't play the best way from, let's say, move 18, 19 to 23, because then he all of a sudden this b5 created a lot of counterplay. But I'm very happy with the way I pulled myself together after that, and I think after he gave up the exchange, I played it quite forcefully, and he didn't have many chances.
Obviously a very dramatic ending to the match, Magnus. Can you try to compare it to the win last year?
Yes, there were some comparisons, of course, with the 9th game of the last match, but clearly I was in even greater peril in that game. But obviously, apart from that, it was tougher this time.
Yes, Magnus, Michi talked about his nerves cracking at the end of this game. How were your nerves during this game?
I was a little bit nervous. and towards the end, I got really excited, so I had to try and control myself then. But I don't know. You gotta focus on the game, and but yeah, it's hard when you're playing such an important game, and the position is not at all under control. So there definitely were nerves, but I do think that I handled them better than he did.
Okay, let's first here and then. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Вопрос на русском задам. Магнус, в прошлый раз после победы вы искупались в бассейне. В этот раз, может быть, планируете прыгнуть в море или что-то еще? Есть какие-то пожелания и ощущения?
The last time you won the title, you jumped into the swimming pool. What is the plan for this victory? Are you going to jump in the sea, perhaps?
No, I'm already a little bit sick, so I shouldn't do that.
Magnus, on the very first move, the video seems to show that you almost fumbled the pawn. Any connection to nerves?
Not particularly. That's more, I don't know, laziness. Nothing to do with nerves.
How happy are you with your play overall throughout the whole match?
It's, as I mentioned at an earlier press conference, I think it's been inconsistent, but it was evidently good enough. But I can still improve. But I certainly did some good things as well, and for sure he played better than he did last time, and he really pushed me to the end.
Magnus, what do you think was the turning point in the match, the sixth game?
Yes, but I don't know. Obviously, there was an exchange of ridiculous blunders in that game, but I think apart from that, I did pretty much control that game, so it wasn't that unfair that I won it. But there were many twists and turns. I thought after the first couple of games that I was playing much better than he was, but then game 3 obviously got me back to earth again. I guess game 7 was a key one. If I'd won that one, it would have been pretty much finished. So I guess he really needed to make something of the 8th and 10th games. That was his big chance. Yes.
A question for you, Magnus, about this move King F3. What do you think the evaluation was of the position at that point? And a second question, just about this fascination with the Berlin defense that both you guys seem to have. Do you think that that's going to feature a lot more in World Championship matches? Do you think it was in your favour or in Vichy's? Thank you.
Well, the thing about King F3, I don't know if it's the best move, but my position in the center is sort of cracking, and both E5 and D5 desperately need overprotection, and my king wasn't doing anything particular, so I thought it was the best way to try and at least try and somehow keep control. I thought that at that point the black should have enough counter chances that he's at least not worse. Since my position looks quite impressive, but he has enough activity, and there are simply too many vulnerable spots to cover. Yes. Well, this time I played e4 in every game, and the Berlin defense has been his main opening for years, and actually from a long time ago I've thought that the Berlin defense quite suits me, suits my style with both colors, and that's maybe why I've played a lot of these endgames.
Magnus, how important was it for you to end this game with a win instead of 2 draws?
Well, I would have been very happy with 2 draws, obviously, but it is a huge relief not to have to come back for 12th game. So.
And you said you were a little bit sick. Is that one of the reasons you didn't want to play another game tomorrow?
Well, there wouldn't have been a game tomorrow, right? I think there would have been another 3-day, but yes, obviously when you're leading the match and you're also not feeling so great, then getting the match over with is a high priority.
Could be another game tomorrow in basketball, maybe only.
I don't know.
And actually, you know that millions of fans who are watching this game, all these games in Norway these days. What can you say about the popularity in Norway nowadays? What can you say to your spectators, to the fans?
It's great in Norway. I have noticed the huge interest that has been both after the last match and during this match, and I appreciate it very much. Thanks to everyone, both in Norway and all around the world, who have supported me and followed the match. It really means something.
What was your best move which made you won, and what was the biggest mistake which Anand did today?
I think rook b4 is the obvious choice there. I don't think his exchange sacrifice was justified. As for my best move, I don't know. But I was happy with my 29th move, knight to h5. Just trying to play f4 and evict his bishop from e6, which is by far his strongest piece.
Sorry, microphone if needed. Oops.
Who do you see emerging as the most likely challenger in 2 years?
I don't know. I thought before this match that there was no way Anand would come back and play another match. So wouldn't venture to guess who it will be next time. Yeah, let's see. I mean, it's a long time. It's a long time ahead.
So I would like to give a floor to Arkady Dvorkovich, the chairman of organizing committee.
Well, I'd like to start with congratulating Magnus. Magnus, you did great.
Thank you.
Both throughout the match and today. Well, it's clear that Vishy had some chances today to equalize. Well, he actually equalized, but then decided to go for some risks. But overall, thank you for the great game here in Sochi, in Olympic Sochi. It's good for us that the match was here at the Olympic site. I hope you felt comfortable here with the sea around and good weather throughout the match. We tried to do it with the help of skies. And we hope that you will be coming back for big tournaments and matches here to Russia if you'll be given a chance to organize some of those. So thanks a lot. And I would like to thank all spectators, our partners, FIDE and mass media for making it possible for all chess lovers around the world to watch the match and see the game of two great players. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for all media for coming, and thank you for attending this press conference. Congratulations.